focus over the next few days switches to the international football, that's right, and we enter the Nations League, that's right. What am I talking about? Well, we've got the promotion and relegation matches to talk about. What am I on about? We'll get into it, all of it, next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about the Nations League. We're wrapping that sucker up, of course. Who's getting promoted, who's getting relegated. We'll take a look at all that and more in a second. If you know where you've been, hit the old subscribe button. What's up shop for Blackburn Rovers, Nations League, World Football. We're going to all here under one roof here. That's right, boys and girls. Yes, it is the Nations League. Some nations, including my beloved Scotland, got some scores to settle. Can they remain in the League A, of course, or will they get relegated to League B? We'll take a look at all that and more in a second. Big shout out to the members. Big shout out to the Patreons. You know who you are. So let's sit tight, hold on, and bring you bang up to date with the Nations League, and then look forward to this weekend's game. Sit tight. Let's get into it. Right, then, folks, let's turn the clock back to the Nations League and showcase you where we are with the tables at the moment. So following on from the round of games, of course, we do have alongside this video the Nations League quarterfinal matches. That's, of course, the winners of the League A. We're talking Portugal, Croatia. They're joined by France, Italy, Germany, Netherlands, and Spain and Denmark. There is a separate video. Take a look at that. Of course, we'll look forward to that as that progresses. But what we're focusing on here are those third place countries. We're talking Scotland, we're talking Belgium, Hungary and Serbia. Those, of course, going forward to a relegation decider, I believe. If that's correct, I do believe that's right. Meanwhile, we already know Poland, Israel, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Switzerland. They will be relegated to the next division down. Let's drop on down then. Take a look at League B. Currently, Czech Republic will be promoted. So will England, so will Norway, and so will Wales. We also know Albania, Finland, Kazakhstan and Montenegro. Also, they will be relegated. Those nations are already in another video themselves. They're in the World Cup qualification video, so make sure to check it out. We are taking a look at the likes of Ukraine, Georgia, Greece, Republic of Ireland, Austria, Slovenia, Turkey and Iceland. Those nations will be in their own, in this video right here and now, to see if they can get promoted to join the likes of Czech Republic, join the likes of England, etc., etc. Drop down another league. Here we've got Sweden. They promoted. Romania, they're also there. Northern Ireland and North Macedonia, they will be promoted to League B. They're, of course, there. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan, Lithuania, they are already relegated with the likes of Luxembourg and Latvia. They're in a relegation playoff match, which we're going to talk about in just a second. The likes of Estonia, Cyprus, Belarus, and the Faroes, they're going nowhere. They're staying right here, guys. They're staying right here. So we're focusing again on Slovakia, Kosovo, Bulgaria, and Armenia in this video, as, of course, they have got a chance to get themselves promoted, as, of course, we try to shake up the Nations League. And, of course, finally in the bottom tier then, of course, San Marino and Moldova are promoted. Gibraltar, Malta will be in a playoff match right here, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Liechtenstein and Andorra will remain in the lower echelons of the Nations League. So these are the games, guys. As you can see, the games are on the left-hand side. We're going to go through them. They are two-legged affairs. Of course, win and you stay in, basically, of course. So over the course of the next two match days, we should have an answer as to see who will get promoted and not. So we're going to start with the top of the shop here. It is Turkey, hopefully. They're going to be taking on Hungary. So sit tight, hold on. Let's get into it. Then let's get into this one, of course, coming at you on the 20th of March. It is Turkey. It is Hungary, of course, with the small matter of promotion or relegation on the agenda, of course. Turkey, of course, coming at you right here, right now. They finished, where did they finish? Second in their respective group, of course. Try to get promoted. Meanwhile, of course, Hungary trying to avoid relegation at the moment from, of course, the top tier. They played each other 9 times since 1994. 3 wins Turkey, 4 wins Hungary. There's been 2 draws between the two sides. This was quite spicy, guys. Of course, Turkey do have a 3-0 win on the record. They've actually scored 10 goals in the 9 games against Hungary, 1.11 goals a game. Meanwhile, Hungary have a 2-0 win on the record. They've got 10 goals against Turkey as well, picking up also a 1.11 goals a game on average. Coming into this, though, Hungary on the back of just 1 defeat of the last 5. Turkey with the same, well, similar sort of form, 1 defeat in the last 6. Now, they're coming into this. Last time they played over at Turkey, it was a 1-0 win for Hungary way back in September 2020. That was in the Nations League when both nations were in League B. Meanwhile, they've also played at Hungary as recent as March 2024. It was a 1-0 win for Hungary, who have won 3 on the spin against Turkey. They never conceded a goal against them in those last 3. The most recent match, though, 2024. Turkey being a 3-1 loss to Montenegro. Hungary, though, picking up a nice cheeky 1-1 draw against Germany. You got the odds on this one coming at you, of course, on Thursday, March the 20th. Turkey are favoured for the first leg victory here. Again, two-legged affairs. We'll see what comes on the second leg. I think, gone with a Turkey victory, 3-1 win. I think they're looking good, especially at home in this one. Let's go to Ukraine then, shall we? They're going to be taking on Belgium. That's right, Belgium are in the top tier. Ukraine looking for promotion. Belgium trying to avoid relegation. Of course, since, I think, the last Nations League game, Belgium have changed their manager. Rudy Garcia is now the coach. Ukraine, though, still managed by Sergei Rebrov. Coming into this, beaten the last 4 matches. They are the Ukraine. They've won 2, they've lost 2. They're rocking 50% form for them over the last 6. Belgium, though, coming into this winless in the last 5. And, of course, it just goes to show that Nations League is taken quite seriously when, of course, a coach has been dismissed throughout this process. But they have played just the one time since 2024, and it was a 0-0 draw. That was in Ukraine back in back in June 2024. That was in Ukraine. Actually, it wasn't. It was in the Euros. Still a lie. Ukraine, they won the back of that 2-1 win over Albania. Of course, Belgium did lose to Israel. They made it back-to-back losses. In fact, 3 defeats on the spin, but back-to-back games without a goal for Belgium. So concerning times for the Belgians right there. But they are still favoured for the victory on this one. I don't know at the moment. I really don't know. I've gone with a 2-0 win on this first leg for Belgium in Ukraine. So it looks like they're, of course, in the driving seat for this time. Should, according to that initial look, they might be safe as houses after the first leg. We'll see. Austria, they're taking on Serbia, coming at you over in Austria. That's right, Ralf Rangnick's boys they finished second, looking for promotion. They are unbeaten in the last 4. Just one defeat in the last 6. Up against Serbia under Dragan Stojkovic. Just 1 win, though, in the last 6 matches for them. 42% form for them. They played 5 times in 2008. 2 wins. Austria, 3 wins. Serbia, there's been no draws. Of course, Austria have a 2-1 win on the record. They've got 8 goals scored in those 5 matches. 1.60 goals a game on average. Compared to Serbia, they've got a 3-1 win against Austria on the record. 10 goals scored in those 5 games. 2 goals a game on average. But Austria coming into this on the back of a victory last time around at this in this fixture. It was a 2-1 win for Austria back in June 2024. That was a friendly, of course. They've actually won back-to-back against Serbia. It's actually quite favours the host on this one. Serbia, though, have won 3 of the last 5. But it's been back-to-back wins for Austria. They're coming into this, though, the Austrians on the back of that draw against Slovenia. Serbia also pick up a draw against Denmark. First leg in Austria, who are the promoted chasing side. They're favoured for the victory here. I'm going with a 2-1 win as well for Austria, but it's not big enough to really rule them safe for the next one. Next up, we go Greece. Up against Scotland, coming at you over in Greece. Let's get into this one then, shall we? It's Ivan Jovicic's boys are second, of course, trying to get promoted themselves. Of course, from the same group as England. Just 1 defeat in the last 6. 83% form for them right now. They won 5 of the last 6. Up against Scotland, Stevie Clarke's boys unbeaten in the last 3 back-to-back wins. They finished 3rd, of course, trying to avoid relegation themselves. They played Greece twice since 1994, 1 win apiece, of course. Coming at you, last time around over at Greece, it was a 1-0 win way back in December 1994, goodness gracious me, in the Euro qualifiers. Greece, though, on the back of that 2-0 win over Finland. The Scots picking up a massive 2-1 win over Poland, which, of course, send the polls down. The odds for this one, Greece should be favoured. Of course, they are. Scotland got a lot of work to do. Can they get over the line? We'll see. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Greece in the first legs, which, of course, just like the previous one, doesn't mean it's over just yet. Let's go Armenia. They're taking on Georgia. It's a bit of a spicy one, this one. That's coming at you on Wednesday, the 19th of March. Where are we going? Armenia. Bear with me. I've got to dig this one out here. Armenia up against Georgia, of course, looking for an answer for themselves. Armenia did finish second, trying to get promoted themselves. Just 1 win in the last 5 matches. Up against Georgia under Willie Sagnol, winless in the last 4. But they played each other 3 times since 2011. 1 win apiece and 1 draw. Both sides pick up a 2-1 win against their opponents on the records. And they both scored 5 goals in those 3 games, picking up a 1.57 goals a game on average. Meanwhile, of course, Georgia coming into this on the back of a 2-1 loss to Armenia at Armenia when these 2 sides last played back in November 2020. Armenia, though, on the back of that 2-1 over Latvia. Of course, Georgia did lose to Czechia, of course, back in November as well. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at it. Armenia, underdogs, Georgia, hotly tipped. They've got a bit of a golden generation right now. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, though. Point in the bag, well, not point in the bag, but coming out of this, half-time, even Stevens with all to play for in Georgia. Let's go Kosovo then. They're taking on Iceland also on Wednesday, the 19th of March. Again, got to dig this one out a little bit. Kosovo up against Iceland. The Icelanders, of course, no longer the surprise nation that they are, and are coming into this trying to stay in the division. Up against Kosovo, who are looking for promotion. Of course, Kosovo under Franco Voda, the German, just one defeat in the last 5. They're 67% form for them right now. Up against Iceland, just 1 win in the last 5 matches, 42% form for them. Now, they played Kosovo twice since 2017. 2 wins Iceland, nothing for Kosovo. No draws, of course. Last time they played at Kosovo was a 2-1 win for Iceland back in March 2017. Of course, Kosovo, though, picking up a 1 win over Lithuania. Back-to-back wins, back-to-back clean sheets for Kosovo up against the Icelanders, who coming into on the back of that 4-1 away loss to Wales. Bookies odds right here, right now, will go with Kosovo. They're hotly tipped for the victory here. I'm going to go with a 2-1 winner as well for Kosovo. But again, just like the other 2-1s, it doesn't mean it's over just yet. Let's go into it now. And it's Bulgaria taking on Ireland. That's right, coming over in probably Sofia. Bulgaria, of course, looking to, I think, stay in the division up against Republic of Ireland, trying to get themselves promoted. If we can find them, where are they? Where are you, Ireland? There they are, of course, Ireland under the managerialship now of Hamir Hallgrímsson, the Icelander, up against Ilian Iliev. Of course, they played 10 times since 1979. 2 wins Bulgaria, 3 wins. Ireland's been 5 draws between the two sides. Bulgaria coming into this on 58% form for them right now, just 1 defeat. In the last 6 up against Ireland, 2 wins and 2 defeats in the last 4 matches. They've, again, coming into this last played at Bulgaria as a 1-1 draw back in September 2020. The reverse fixture, a 0-0 draw when they last played each other back in November in Ireland, of course. So back-to-back draws into this. In fact, 5 of the last 6 between these two sides have ended up as draws, goodness gracious me. Bulgaria, though, picking up a 1-1 draw against Belarus most recently. Ireland on the back of that 5-0 stuffed by England most recently. The odds right here, right now, quite tight. The Irish are fancy for the victory here. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win as well for Ireland. I think they've just got a little bit too much quality, but I still don't know about the coach at the moment for Ireland. Meanwhile, Slovakia, Slovenia, big ding-dong. This one, of course, in Eastern Europe. Of course, 2 familiar-sounding countries, of course, trying to maintain or improve their chances in the Nations League standings. Of course, Slovakia, the hosts for the first leg. Slovenia in the opposite dugout. Of course, they played each other 7 times in 2004. 1 win for Slovakia, 3 wins for Slovenia, 3 draws, of course. Slovakia managed by Francesco Kozona, just 1 defeat in the last 6, 75% form for them. Up against Slovenia, 50% form for them. They're coming at you with Maciej Kic at the coach. They've won 2, lost 2, and drawn 2 over the last 6. Now, the last time they played at Slovakia, it was the last match. In fact, it was a 2-2 draw way back in November 2021 in the Euros. Of course, Slovakia, though, with a 1-0 win over Estonia. They did finish in their respective group in second. They're trying to remain in that division. Slovenia looking for trying to avoid relegation in their stance. So Slovakia trying to look for promotion, but they're coming into this on the back of a draw here. The bookies odds for this one, it is quite tight, could go either way, but the Slovakians are fancied for the victory here. 1-1 though is my call on this. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Kicking forward into the final 2, it's of course the lower echelons, you could say. It is what is it? We've got Gibraltar up against Latvia. This folks scheduled to take place on the 26th of March, so I might have jumped the gun on this one, but we'll talk about it anyway. They played 4 times in 2016, 1 win for Gibraltar, 3 wins for Latvia. There's been no draws between the two sides. The Gibraltans under Scott Wiseman, they finished 2nd in the league, of course, unbeaten in the last 6 matches. They've picked up 4 of the last 5, 4 draws of the last 5, but they're unbeaten in at least the last 6. Latvia, though, under Paolo Nicoloto, winless in the last 4, and of course, they played Gibraltar last time around at Gibraltar way back in November 2021. The Gibraltans on the back of that draw against Moldova. They've drawn 3 on the spin. Against Latvia, who did lose to Armenia, of course, in this one. I've got no odds right here, right now. So if my gut calls this one, it would be a 0-0 draw on the night, which, of course, will go back to the second leg. And then finally, we go to Malta. Of course, Mr. Carragher, Jamie Carragher's boy, has been called up for the Maltans. Taking on Luxembourg, that's right. To see who, of course, will come out on top in this doubleheader. Of course, first leg is taking place in Malta, again on the 26th of March. Managed by Emilio Di Leo, the Maltans. They're unbeaten in the last 4. They've won 3 and drawn the 1. Up against Luxembourg under Luke Holtz, who've drawn 3 of the last 4. And they've played Malta 6 times since 1995. 2 wins Malta, 3 wins Luxembourg. There's been 1 draw between the two sides. Last time around, over at Malta, it was a 1-0 win for Luxembourg back in March 2018. The away side has won 3 on the spin, whether it's Malta or Luxembourg. The Luxembourgians on the back of a 2-2 draw against Northern Ireland. Of course, that game was at home. The last away match was a draw against Belarus. Malta, though, on the back of a 0-0 draw at Andorra. And they've actually won 3 on the spin. Actually, unbeaten in the last 3 at home. Haven't conceded a goal in the last 3 at home as well. No odds on this one. Again, got to go with my gut. And my gut says a 2-1 win for Luxembourg on this one. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. We look forward to seeing that. We'll be back for the second legs, of course. And we'll see who comes out on top. And, of course, who goes promoted and who will get relegated in those matches. Until then, subscribe, smash the like, catch you later. We're done.